Hello everybody, welcome to English Language Support. My name is Lauren from the Student Learning Support Service, and today we're going to talk about word families, or how to increase your vocabulary by knowing and understanding different word types. So let's get into it and start with the basics, okay? So these are our basic word types. We have nouns, verbs, adjectives, pronouns, and adverbs. I'm sure these are all very familiar to you, but nouns, these are the names of places, people, things, or ideas. So things like man, house, Adelaide, beetle, truth, success. Verbs, these are express actions. So walk, sing, write, consider, exist, appear. Adjectives, these describe attributes. So tall, fat, fabulous, green, modern, excellent. Pronouns replace a noun in a sentence. So these might be he, she, it, they. And finally, adverbs, these modify the meaning of other word types. So things like loudly, slowly, somewhat, really, and early. Now, the reason why it's really important to know these basics is because if we know our word types, this can help us understand the way that different kinds of words can be used in different contexts. And it can help us understand when we might need to use one form of a word in its noun form, or maybe in its adjective form, because this brings us to word families. Now, word families are groups of words that share a base, a common feature, or a pattern. So for example, in my word family tree, I might start with the word cold as my root word. And from cold, I can modify and end up with colder, or maybe coldly, or coldest, or coldness, or coldish. Now, of these, we have 2 nouns, we have 3 adjectives, and we have 1 adverb. And knowing the different types of forms of the word cold means that I can increase my vocabulary, I can use this word correctly in different contexts, and I can change up my writing as I need to. So our word families are made up of that root, something to which we add an affix. Now, an affix is something that we add to a word. We do this firstly to change a feature of the grammar, such as changing the tense of a verb, say from approach to approached, or to make something like a singular noun a plural, so from pencil to pencils. Or we might change the meaning of the word itself by adding to that word, such as making the word approach into approachable. And every time we learn a new word, we are increasing our vocabulary by not just adding that one word, by adding this whole family tree of words. So if we can learn to recognize the word type, whether it's a noun, a verb, or an adjective, it not only helps us with new words and to understand those that we're not familiar with, but we can also understand when it's appropriate to use each, when we can substitute it for a synonym, or when we can change its form. And this gives us far more flexibility in our writing, particularly in an academic context. That's it from me. Thanks for sticking with us, and I will see you next time.